The real problem: most men are terrified to ask for intimacy, not because they don't want it, but because they fear rejection. They don't know how to ask without sounding needy. They don't know how to create that emotional space where a woman wants to connect. Today we go deep into the psychology behind feminine desire, the stoic way to handle intimacy, and one subtle psychological trick that makes her more open without pressure. Stay with me till the end. This can transform your love life. Understanding the female mindset. Let's start with the truth. A woman doesn't say yes to intimacy because of your looks, your words, or your wallet. She says yes when she feels safe, desired, and emotionally understood. Not controlled, not forced, not analyzed. This is emotional intelligence. This is the doorway to intimacy. Women are emotionally wired creatures. They don't respond to logical pitches for intimacy. They respond to emotional alignment. That means the energy behind your words, the intention in your eyes, the calm in your presence. Most men say, "So you want to come over tonight?" This sounds transactional, like you're buying intimacy. Instead, your goal should be to create an emotional bubble where she naturally leans in. That's where stoicism comes in. Number 2, the stoic approach to intimacy. Stoicism teaches you cannot control the outcome, only your effort, your mindset, and your energy. When you ask for intimacy, you must detach from the result. This is powerful. Why? Because needy energy repels. Grounded energy attracts. A stoic man doesn't beg. He invites. He doesn't convince. He allows. You're not asking for permission. You're extending a moment, an opportunity for connection, and whether she says yes or no, you're still whole. That's attractive. You desire her, but you don't need her validation to feel like a man. That's the stoic masculine frame. Calm, unshaken, present. Number 3, the psychological trick. Here's the secret: don't ask, invite. And don't invite to sex. Invite to deeper emotional connection. Use this subtle frame shift. Example phrases: "I love the energy between us tonight. It makes me curious about what we're holding back. We don't need to rush anything, but I want to be honest. I feel deeply drawn to you right now. You're beautiful, but more than why this works, that you make me feel present. I want to explore this with you at your pace. Why this works." You're not making her feel pressured. You're making her feel safe to be her full self. That's what opens a woman emotionally, and emotionally open women become physically open. This is the emotional foreplay most men skip, and that's why they get ghosted. Number 4, control the energy, not the words. Words matter, but energy speaks louder. You could say the perfect line, but if your body is tense, your eyes are darting, and you're desperate for her reaction, she'll shut down. Women are energetic detectors. They pick up on fear, neediness, hesitation. Here's what you need to bring: a calm, slow voice, steady eye contact, relaxed body posture, zero rush. This is stoic charisma, being comfortable with silence, with stillness, with presence. Let the silence amplify your invitation. Number 5, build emotional safety. You can't build emotional safety, ask a woman for intimacy, if she's in fight or flight mode. You need to bring her into trust and surrender. Here, show. Listen more than you speak. Validate without judging. Touch gently, not as a move, but as a mirror of emotion. Be real, be grounded. Be open but never desperate. Tell her whatever pace you're comfortable with. "I respect that. I just want to be real with you." She's not looking for sex. She's looking for connection that leads naturally to physical expression. Number 6, what if she says no? Here's the truth. What if she says no, and you handle it like a calm, confident man, you increase your chances of future intimacy. Why? Because most men either react with disappointment, guilt trip her, go silent, or moody. Instead, say, "I completely understand." Smile, stay relaxed. "I just enjoy being around you." No pressure at all. Smile, stay relaxed, stay present. She'll feel something she rarely feels with men. Safe to say no, yet still deeply desired. This is emotional maturity. This is stoic control. Number 7, final words. Final words become irresistible by letting go. Want to be the man women open up to emotionally and physically? Then stop chasing. Start inviting. Start leading with calm presence, not clever lines. Your desire is not the problem. Your attachment to the outcome is let go of the outcome. Embrace the process. Ask for intimacy like a stoic king. Calm, grounded, open. And if it happens beautifully. And if it doesn't, you still remain whole. Call to action. If this resonated with you, hit like and subscribe. Comment below. What's one thing you'll apply the next time you feel close to a woman? And if you want more mindset tools, dating psychology, and stoic wisdom, watch this next video.
Susan, however, has noticed that she just isn't as hungry as she used to be. She skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What she doesn't realize is that her declining appetite isn't just a small change. It's a red flag that her body may not be absorbing nutrients properly, which could weaken her muscles, slow down her metabolism, and even affect her immune system. A decreased appetite in older adults is often linked to underlying health concerns, including digestive issues, hormonal changes, or even early signs of cognitive decline. And when you're not eating enough, your body starts breaking down muscle, leading to weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls and illness. If you've noticed changes in your eating habits, whether it's feeling full too quickly, a lack of interest in food, or unexpected weight loss, it's important to take action. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full. It's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to function properly. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods, stay hydrated, and don't ignore a shrinking appetite. It could be your body's way of telling you that something needs attention. So ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body strong? Or have you noticed a decline in your appetite and energy levels? The way you eat today has a direct impact on how strong and independent you'll be in the years ahead. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you handle stress after 70 can tell you a lot about how long you'll live. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood. It weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates aging. On the other hand, people who know how to manage stress effectively tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. Take John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces challenges just like anyone else. Unexpected expenses, health scares, family issues, but he has learned to handle them with a calm, steady approach. He practices deep breathing, stays socially engaged, and doesn't dwell on problems longer than necessary. Richard, however, holds on to stress. He constantly worries about things outside of his control, feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, and often finds himself stuck in negative thought patterns. Over time, this constant stress wears on his body. His blood pressure rises, his sleep suffers, and his energy levels drop. Long-term stress triggers inflammation in the body, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. If you're often feeling tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding ways to manage stress, whether through mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, or even laughter, can add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adapt and move forward, or do you hold on to worry and let stress take control? Your ability to stay calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control isn't just good for your mind. It's a key factor in how long and how well you live. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Sign 7. Your social connections. The strength of your relationships can be one of the clearest indicators of how long you might live after 70. Studies have consistently shown that people with strong social ties, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to live longer, healthier lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Think about two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has an active social life. She stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, and enjoys spending time with family. She looks forward to her conversations, laughs often, and feels a sense of connection to the people around her. Barbara, however, spends most of her time alone. She has lost touch with many of her friends over the years, and though she has family, she rarely reaches out. As the months pass, she starts feeling isolated. Her mood declines, and her overall health begins to suffer. Human connection is more than just emotional support. It plays a direct role in physical health. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, your stress levels drop, and your body releases chemicals that promote overall well-being. If you find yourself withdrawing from social activities, avoiding phone calls, or spending more time alone than you used to, it's time to change that. Staying connected doesn't mean you have to be surrounded by people all the time. Even small efforts, reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or making it a habit to have meaningful conversations, can make all the difference. Because the relationships you nurture today don't just bring happiness. They help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer in the years to come. Now that you know these 7 signs, take a moment to reflect on where you stand. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence, or have you noticed subtle changes that might be warning signs? The good news is that most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are things you can improve. Your future isn't set in stone, and the choices you make today can have a powerful impact on how many years you have ahead of you. If you've recognized areas where you need to improve, don't wait for a doctor to tell you it's time to make a change. Start now. Take more walks, strengthen your muscles, prioritize good sleep, stay socially connected, and find ways to manage stress. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. Because at the end of the day, longevity isn't just about the number of years you have left, but the quality of life you experience in those years. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.